days of getting prone.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, what are we up to?
Oh, I just got a little handy one that needs a little attention.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's actually pretty cute, isn't it? Has that been in your pocket for a while? You've been playing with that?
I've been playing with it.
Okay, you've been scratching and scraping, you know? All right, so let's look and see. I've never worked on this side of the table before, all right? So, oh, my goodness. Okay, so let's run it through the V a little bit. I can't see things on this side of the table. All right, so we'll do this. I'm gonna cut a little. See this piece right here? Can you see that? All right. So we're gonna cut a little metal off the sides. That reprofiles it. If you don't take metal off the sides, you can't get the apex of the blade up there where it should be sharp. So we just do that. And let's see if there's a visible difference without doing anything else to it. Oh, good grief. Look how thick the cutting edge is. Okay, so let's rip some serious metal off of it. If I was at a grinder, I would do the same thing. If I had really aggressive diamond stone, I would just get with it and get her done. So when they're that dull, that wide, that thick at the cutting edge, you must take some metal off the blade or you're never going to have another sharp knife. That's all there is to it. So yes, I'm taking a lot of metal off, but I'm not taking off more than necessary because, well, you know, it's starting, but let's get in the light. All right, it's still pretty thick. So let's rip off some more metal. It doesn't take it off as fast as some people might think it does, but it is taking it off an awful lot faster than a whetstone, a stone, steel, Lansky, crock stick, diamond impregnated tools, things like that. And it gives me the ability to make a knife out of a hacksaw blade, and I can do it pretty fast because I can cut the metal off. All right, so let's see. Now we're going to work on that serious wire edge that builds up or comes up on a knife that's sharp. So then we just do this a little bit, and that a little bit, and that a little bit, and that. So now I'm going to flip it every pass, polish the wire edge off the blade that got created while I was sharpening. So let's see. That's feeling pretty good, but let's see how sharp it is. It may require just a little more time, but at least it's doing that now. All right, so let's make it change. All of a sudden, it will just change tremendously. When it changes, you'll know it. So just like that, putting, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 ounces of pressure on it. Cutting more metal off of the blade, and it'll start cutting more metal off the blade because the knife is starting to match the V, which means it's taking more metal off the blade because it's not just hitting on the high spots. So just like that. All right, and then I'm going to turn it around like this, put some pressure on it, make it cut just a little bit faster, a little bit better. Try to get down there around 15 degrees. As always, one side of the blade will be a longer angle than the other side. Even on brand new knives, you'll see that it's not beveled the same on both sides of the blade. It's always going to be a little different. If you're using a Lansky or hand sharpening with a little belt sander, then you control it completely, and you can do whatever you want to with it and make it turn out more uniform. All right, so let's see. That changed quite a bit again. For a work knife, for a work edge, okay, that's pretty close. You can see that fingernail there and there. That's close to where I'd leave it because if you get it hair shaving sharp, it's going to be so thin that it'll never hold an edge. So we do this just a little bit more. Cut a little more metal off. When they have no edge whatsoever that'll cut, you have to take quite a bit of metal off of it. Otherwise, you'll never make it cut again. If it's 2 to 3 thousandths of an inch wide, you got to take about 2 thousandths of an inch off of each side to get it back down to where the apex is sharp again. So just like that. Like this. You can make it sharper by touching it really light like I'm doing right now, longer, like 3 or 4 minutes, 5 minutes. You just keep polishing that blade, taking the rough off of it. All right, let's try one more time. It's not sharp yet. I mean, it's actually, for boxes, paper, string, tape, and things like that, it'll take the fingernail right off. It won't move until it takes the fingernail off. So that might be where I stop. It bites. For an everyday carry, and I'm not in a contest, and I'm not trying to win a sharpness contest. By the way, let's clear things up a little bit. I have never said that I can make knives sharper than you can with a whetstone, a steel, Lansky, all that stuff, crock sticks. Spend an hour, and do your like 180 grit, and then your 400 grit, and then 800 or 1,000 grit, 2,000 grit. I don't compete in that category. I can't. All right, but I can make them really sharp. I can make them sharp with what's in my pocket. It's a really good field sharpener. And I sharpen many, many different types of blades. So overall, it is an extremely good sharpener. I don't need electricity, I don't need water, I don't need oil, I don't need rods that are attached to it, I don't clamp anything to the blade, I just freehand it. So there's an awful lot of attributes, I think would be the word, might not be the word, to my sharpener versus things that require stones and all that stuff, and that thing bites. This is Brad Buckner, sharpensbest.com at the Tanner Gun Show at Penrose Center in Colorado Springs, south of Denver, about 75 miles, right off I-25 on 24, turn left on 8th Street, turn right on Lower Gold Camp Road. Come see me tomorrow. This is Brad Buckner. We'll see you later.